Reactive training systems.
Have you ever read about something like block periodization or undulating periodization or any of these other periodization style concepts and thought, well, that's really great, but how do I turn this idea, this concept into an actual program? If you've thought that before, if you've felt that way before, I would really encourage you to check out RTS Classroom. We're getting ready to start classroom mesocycles. Mesocycles is all about how to take ideas like that and distill it down into an actual program. We go over lots of popular periodization models or programming methodologies and distill them down into their essence. What are they trying to accomplish? How do they do that? How does all of it work? And our aim is to give you these tools in such a way that you can even break them down and combine them so that it gives you the opportunity to build a program that's really a best fit program for you. If you've ever struggled to take these concepts and put them into a practical setting, we give you a framework for how to do that. It's a process that I still follow even now in terms of how to set up a fundamental program. So I would definitely encourage you to check that out, especially if you're the type of person that likes to tinker with your own training, you like to develop your own training cycles and stuff like that. I'm one of those people. Then RTS Classroom is the place where you're going to want to be. It's practical information. It's information that's designed to give you tools that you can use right away. But it's also stuff that hopefully makes applicable other information that you've gathered from a variety of sources. We go over things like undulating periodization, linear periodization, block periodization, polarized training, and so on and so on. We talk about really how would you go about developing that really top-notch, that really great training mesocycle. Ideally, it would build on the training microcycles class, but it is designed in such a way that microcycles is not required. So if you've never had an RTS classroom before, feel free to jump in with mesocycles. That should pose no problem at all. You would have the opportunity to check out microcycles after mesocycles is done, if you so wish, but all that is available for you. If this sounds like something that you might be interested in, mesocycles begins on April 5th. Now, if you don't quite make that April 5th deadline, don't panic. The doors will be open, so to speak, for this iteration of the classroom for a few days after that. So do your best to try to get signed up as early as you can, and we'll make sure that you get all the videos that you're supposed to get. So if you're not familiar with what RTS Classroom is all about, it's an online class that we teach. Think of it like a seminar, but we get into a lot more depth than you would normally get at a seminar. It's 10 lessons, or actually mesocycles is 11 lessons, and it's spread over 3 months. So you'll get more or less 3 lessons a month, or more or less a lesson a week. There will be some weeks where you'll have off, and they'll give you a chance to catch up in case you fall behind. You get 11 lessons spread over the course of 3 months, like I said. So that gives you a lot more depth than you would get normally just by going to a seminar or just by reading a book. And it lets us have these conversations with more detail than what we would normally be able to have. There is homework and Facebook group interaction that goes along with each lesson. And of course, that's optional. You can take advantage of it, and I would encourage you to do so, but you don't have to. So definitely, if building training, if tinkering with different training models and periodization models is something that's interesting to you, I would definitely recommend that you check out mesocycles and let's learn something about how to build better training cycles. So if you have any questions, please let me know. And if you don't have any questions and you're interested in things like lesson list or how to get registered or anything like that, we'll put a link in the description. So I hope to see you in class.
Reactive Training Systems.